Hello YouTube, B3, back with another kicking action figure review. Today's review is over the Marvel Legends Venom figure from the Spider-Man Marvel Legends Absorbing Man Build-A-Figure wave. Yeah, so this is a wave I was waiting on. I called Venom. I knew Venom would be the next next symbiote, because he's the only one left for, you know, the mainstream symbiotes. Called him. Also called Beetle. Boop, called it. But, yeah. He's a pretty cool figure. As you can see, he utilizes the Hyperion mold, much like the anti-Venom and the Toxin that were recently released. You know how it works. But, yeah, you know, he's pretty cool. Comes with accessories and whatnot. Gotta love these Spider-Man Marvel Legends. They are better than the regular line. Spider-Man gets his own waves because he is the boss man, and that's why he gets a wave for every single wave of everyone else's stuff. Because he's the best, and the figures sell more, which means they can give more stuff to the figures, which means the figures sell even more. So yeah, they can afford to give these figures more accessories and stuff. However, this Venom doesn't come with as much as some of the other figures in the line, but for a big figure, he actually comes with a decent amount. But before we get into those, we're going to talk about articulation. Head goes up, head goes down, head goes side to side, up and down, forward, back. You got a bicep swivel here. You have a double elbow bend for sure. Wrist swivel, forward and back on the wrists. You have an ab crunch, which is great because it's painted throughout on both sides. You have a waist swivel. You have in and out on the legs. You have forward and back on the legs. You know, you can just move those all around. You have a thigh swivel. You have a double knee bend, a boot swivel, as well as up and down on the foot, and an ankle pivot. Yeah, and he's got some little peg holes down there too. So, you know, pretty swag. I'm glad we have a new Marvel Legends Venom. This is my only Eddie Brock Marvel Legends Venom currently. I used to have several of them, but then, you know, your mother throws them in the trash because she thinks that you're too old for action figures, and uh-oh, now you're an action figure collector, and you make YouTube videos about them, and uh-oh, suddenly she feels bad about herself. Take that, Mom. Psychologically, she's probably the reason I'm a collector. But anyways, detail and paint. Actually pretty good. I think the Hyperion mold is fine for this. I like his kind of claw-ish hands. I think they work. I think they twerk. Am I right or am I shite? I'm definitely shite. But the head sculpt's very nice. I'm going to use the other head sculpt. That's right, folks. Interchangeable heads, because this is the head sculpt I already display my Marvel Select Venom with, and there will be a comparison of these two later in the review. But yeah, now let's get some alternate accessories on him. Here we have Venom with all his interchangeable parts, not just his interchangeable head, but his interchangeable hands as well. That is right. Here he's in his kind of "curse you, Spider-Man" pose. And I really like this head sculpt. I have Venom figures that have the tongue out, but not Eddie Brock ones. My Mac Gargan one has a tongue out for sure. But I'm liking this with the slime on it. Nice slime on the tongue and everything. Furrowed brow. Whew, wipe my brow. That is a strong bad reference. If anyone got that Homestar Runner reference, good job. Very obscure. But yeah, you know, that's cool. And then he just has fist hands, which have the same detail on the back of the hands as the others, but they're just, you know, for fisting. So yeah, I'm going to display him with his claw hands and this head, though. I think that will work the best. Alright, and our first size comparison of the day, or night in my case, is Venom with some figures from his wave. Here on the left we have the Beetle, and on the right Speed Demon, both of which have the package labeled Superior Foes of Spider-Man. Here's Venom with some less recent Marvel Legends. Here on the left, the Iron Man 3 Ultron, and on the right, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Electro. And here he is with some of my other symbiote figures. These figures are from different manufacturers. Here on the left, the Diamond Select Marvel Select Venom, and on the right, the re-release of the Toy Biz Carnage. I much prefer him with my Hasbro Carnage, the one that came with the Amazing Spider-Man 2 wave. And check him out with this Venom. If you want a much, much bigger Venom, this is the way to go. He has a lot more accessories, but he's also more expensive than this guy. Lots of people are telling me this Venom is hard to find, but I see this Venom everywhere. He is not hard to find to me. I see him all the time. Spider-Gwen is the one that's hard to find for me. I did eventually get her. I have this whole wave now. You guys will get the reviews and then Absorbing Man and everything, so... But, yeah, so that's just how it looks for that Venom. This one has more detail and stuff, but this one scales better with Marvel Legends, while this one scales better with your Marvel Selects, of course, because those are their lines. Venom also comes with 2 heads for Absorbing Man, this nasty gremlin troll-looking head, and this awesome stone head. I'm a stoner. Fuck. Shit. So what are my final thoughts on the Marvel Legends Venom from the Absorbing Man Build-A-Figure wave? Honestly, he's a pretty cool figure. I'm glad to have him in my collection. I'm always glad to have more Spider-Man characters in my collection. Venom, Eddie Brock Venom, was my favorite Spider-Man villain up until Venom became anti-Venom, in which case it's Hobgoblin. Any Hobgoblin, they're all dope. Whoever the current Hobgoblin is. Right now it's back to the original Hobgoblin. You know what, I'm just gonna stop talking. But, yeah, you know, this is a cool figure. He's got interchangeable parts. More so than the last 2 symbiotes we got with this sculpt, right? Anti-Venom just had the thing you plug into his back, and so did Toxin. They just had like symbiote goo that you plugged into their back. This guy has interchangeable hands and a head, so that's pretty dope. I do think he is a better figure than them. I actually think that the Anti-Venom is underrated. It might be bulky compared to most art with Anti-Venom, but it's got a lot of character. Anyways, this is a good figure. If you see him, pick him up. I think the $20 and whatnot he's going for at retail is just fine. He's a pretty cool figure. I like him. Very happy to have him in my collection. Good articulation, good scaling, etc. That's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Please remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Check out all the links in the description below, and I'll see you all later.